This is John Black, Super Chemist. It's part 3, probably be a part 4. Anyways, we left off where I was adding hydrochloric acid to the sodium salt of the toluic acid. So I had sodium toluate and I added hydrochloric acid so that I could re-precip the acid, not the salt. So we're making the precip that comes out, that's the actual toluic acid. I got about 100 milliliters of HCl, hydrochloric acid. I don't think carbon did anything. Anyways, I'm going to pour it in here. You can see it's got that precip. Oh, that's all of it. Do a little pH test. You can see it's like a 1. So that's definitely more than enough. I'm just gonna filter what I got. See, there's still some in there. Anyways, I'm just gonna let this gravity filter. So I'll come back when it's done. We'll see what we got. Definitely don't got no white crystals. But at this point they're supposed to be like tannish white. Alright, I got tired of waiting, so I put the hand pump on. I'm gonna wash this out with a little bit of water here. I got a bunch more ice cold water. Wash it out. Well, that's it. You can see it's not completely dry. It's like clay. And it does come apart. But see how it sticks. Anyways, this weighs 70 grams. You can see it's not it's not white, that's for sure. Alright, I got 90 milliliters of azeotropic ethanol, and I'm going to put it in this thingy because that has a lot of crap in it. I'm going to try to dissolve that toluic acid into the ethanol. Once it dissolves a little bit, I can't really throw a stir bar in there. But once it dissolves a little bit, I can stir it. I'm going to put a stir bar in there, stir it up until it all dissolves. So right after I went off camera, I got this pot of water and I heated it up on the stove about 40 degrees Celsius just so I could get it to dissolve better. That's been stirring for about 15-20 minutes. You can see at the bottom, I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but there's just a little bit of crap down there. So I'm going to throw in another 30 milliliters of ethanol. This time it's going to be anhydrous. Totally no water. You notice I put this thing on top, some cellophane, just so, you know, I don't want no explosion or anything. Okay, I got maybe 10 milliliters there. 10 milliliters of anhydrous ethanol. I'm going to toss it in here. And keep stirring it up for a little bit longer here, see if it totally dissolves. Take some of that crap over there. Alright, so it either dissolves or it doesn't. It's just a little bit. I don't really give a crap. Maybe it's not pure or whatever. It's not toluic acid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some activated carbon. I'm going to toss in a little bit. Just so it covers the bottom with it. You know, if I didn't have it stirring, it'd be enough to cover the bottom of that. Alright, there's my activated carbon. Just toss a little in, you know, not nothing big or whatever. Now I'm going to keep us on this heat bath, right? I'm going to keep this plastic cellophane on top so it doesn't evaporate and, you know, cause an explosion or whatever. And there's no flames or anything. I got my stir bar on. I'm going to stir it and keep it nice and heated at about 40-50 degrees Celsius for about an hour. This has been on a warm water bath for at least a couple hours because I lost track of it. Basically, I'm just going to filter it. Oh, forgot that carbon was in there. I got a hand pump here. I'm just going to hand pump it through. Okay, I'm going to let that drain, and I'll be back. I don't know if you can see that, but it's red now. Okay, see up here. Yeah, it's like brown. So I'm getting the brown out. Let me tell you, it's taking forever. But what I realized was just to switch over to these paper filters. Then when a little bit gets through there and it starts slowing down, I just take another filter paper, put it in there, and I pull this one out and spill the stuff inside the new filter paper. And you can see it's turning red. Once I started using paper filter, it started going quicker, but it's still, you know, you got to filter to, you know, go through like 20 papers. Alright, I finally give up. I mean, I've filtered this a million times. Started putting, I don't know if you can see it down there, but I shoved cheesecloth in the stem of the funnel. And I just can't get that stuff out. I think what I'm going to do is just let it sit here overnight. I'm going to put some cellophane over top of it and see if it'll settle to the bottom, and maybe I can decant it. This next morning, you can see, look at my finger, you can see right through there at the top. You can see that there's a layer here. You have a layer at the bottom. I'm going to have to decant that off and hopefully leave that there because I just want this stuff up here. So I'm probably going to lose some product, or maybe I'll filter it afterwards or something. I don't know. But I do need to get this crap out of here. I like the top. The top is good. The top is nice. You can see right through it. It's a nice clear red, cherry red. So I'm going to do that and I'll get back with you. Alright, I had to decant this twice because I kept getting crap in it. The way you should do that when you have stuff you want to settle at the bottom, you want your container to be as skinny as possible, like this graduated cylinders. Skinny and tall. That way when you dump it out, you have all this. You know, you won't have as much loss as this thing. You have a whole big thing, you know, that's collecting at the bottom, right? So you're going to lose a lot more product. So anyways, I did it a second time, and then I poured in what I couldn't into this. You can see it's separating out. So I'll pipette that out, or decant it, and I'll end up losing a couple milliliters, obviously. But I want you to see something here. Yeah, you can see right through there. You can read, I mean, you probably can't read it on camera, but I can read it perfectly clear. I mean, it's clear as day. So you know it's good. It's nice and clear. Well, I heated this up to about 60, 65 Celsius. As you can see, I kept the cellophane on it so it didn't evaporate. Or, you know, you got to watch because ethanol is flammable, you know. Alright, so I'm going to put it over here. And this water, I'm going to measure out the same amount as I have of alcohol here or whatever. I got a little bit over 100 milliliters. So I'm going to pour this in. A little bit over 100 milliliters. See what happens. I'll give you a close-up shot here. Because I don't really know what's going to happen. Okay, it doesn't seem like anything's crystallizing out, but it's really hot. So I'm going to put the cap back on, the cellophane cap. Actually, I'm going to put a new one on. And we're going to let this cool down. Slow, you know, just I might actually put a towel around it, make it go slow. I was getting some precip. But I thought maybe I should add just a little bit more water. I added 50 milliliters. I wish I would have done it on camera. I didn't think it would do anything. But it immediately almost... Oh, Jesus, I spilled it. It immediately turned it... See how it's yellow now? I mean, there was precip before. Now there's... Well, actually, there's just about the same amount of precip. But it took all that color away. So anyways, I'm going to let it cool down more. It's almost to room temperature now. Alright, everything's been chilled down that I'm talking about here. The funnel, the alcohol, this, everything. You can see it's nice white crystals or whatever. Well, maybe white yellow. So I want to pour them in here. Filter it through. Always remember, science is great.